Well, hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson. As always, very excited to connect with you. And today, well, first of all, for the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about business, marketing, and really helping nurse entrepreneurs get visible so that they can attract their audience and, grow their authority and their income in the business arena. Okay. And so now what I want to do is shift gears and answer some of the most frequently asked questions that I do get about nursing continuing education. So today we're talking about how to create a nursing CE course online. So this is a little bit different. It's kind of a two-pronged question. The first one being, how do I create a nursing continuing education course? And the second part being, how do I take that course that I create or develop and then set it up in the online space so that people can access it, can take it, learn from it, pay for it, whatever. Okay. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. And as you pop in, please feel free to say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you catch me on the replay, comment #replay because I love to know that you stopped by. Okay. So the first part is, when you think about creating a nursing continuing education course, it's really important for you to know your content. Okay. Know your content. And I encourage you to choose a piece of content that you are passionate about, something that you really believe in your heart of hearts. If every nurse practicing knew this piece of information, that it could dramatically improve the quality of patient care or the patient experience, something along those lines. Okay. Because why do I say that, or why do I encourage that? It's because we've all had experience taking nursing CE courses that were taught by people who were not passionate about the content, right? And there's nothing that can come off as more boring than something like that. So in my opinion, high quality nursing continuing education differs from everyday ordinary run-of-the-mill nursing continuing ed because it's taught by nurses who have a specialty in the area, who have focused on that area for some considerable time and are passionate about it. Okay. So know your content, be passionate about it. Now, there is a technical writing piece of nursing continuing education, and there's this wireframe that you'll need to work within. And every nursing CE course has many of the same requirements. Okay, so first of all, you want to have a title, and that's kind of a given. But you need a good title, and you need behavioral objectives. Now, behavioral objectives start with an action word describing a behavior that someone will take. So following completion of this course, participants will be able to, and usually you want to say, differentiate between this and that, summarize or discuss this topic, right? Or describe the process. Do you hear those action words? Describe, differentiate, analyze, apply. All of those words are great words for behavioral objectives, and there are many, many more. So you'll need behavioral objectives for what you want to teach, because we need to know what outcome you're looking for in your course. Also, we need an outline, a good solid outline for what it is that you want to teach and what you want to present. And your outline should flow in a kind of a methodical order, right? That to where you're not jumping from one piece of the content to another, but it has a nice logical flow that it's easy for participants to follow. Nobody likes, a moving target when they're learning. And so each piece of education should build on the last to culminate at the end of your course. All right. And so when you formulate or develop your course in this way, a couple things are going to happen. Your participants are going to be highly satisfied with the content that they received. And the next thing is, they're going to be able to pass any post tests. They're going to be able to take that knowledge and truly apply it, all of that kind of thing. Okay. So beyond the outline, you will need a reference list, and your reference list will usually need to be in APA format. And also, you're going to have to be mindful of the length of age of any books or articles or publications that you cite in your course. They're going to need to be compliant with whatever the state or national approving entity requires. Okay. An evaluation tool is always very important to have as part of any nursing continuing education course, because we want to know, did you learn from this? What did the participants think of it? What did they like about it? What didn't work so well? What would they like to see more of, right? And on the evaluation tool, the best question, my favorite question on the entire evaluation. I mean, I love all of the feedback that I get from participants because it definitely helps me up my game in teaching. But I also want to know, what would you be interested in learning about in the future? So a question like additional learning topics to present in the future would include blank, right? And just allow them to fill in the blank and let your audience tell you what they need. Okay. Great way to go. Now, with your course preparation, you're going to have all these things. We've talked so far about the title, the behavioral objectives, the outline, your reference list, evaluation. You're going to, at times, a post-test will be required. And I do like to have a post-test for courses that I provide in the on-demand kind of format. I like to know that my participants really got the information and can pass a relatively simple post-test to just show and validate, yes, I got that content. I didn't just race through it. I did actually listen to it, watch it, view it, whatever. Okay. So that to me just really speaks volumes. So a post-test is a great idea, and you can do it simply in a multiple choice format, that kind of thing. It's relatively simple to do and set up. And then the last piece of the last component that you need for your nursing CE course is a certificate of nursing continuing education credit. Okay. And the certificate is fun. I usually brand those with a logo, and it says, here's the participant's name, the date they completed it, their license number, type of license, that level of licensure, whether it's LPN, RN, nurse practitioner, the title of the course, and the number of contact hours that have been awarded. Okay. Now, so those are the key components of technical writing for your CE course. Okay. Now, the next thing is, how do you get your course approved for nursing continuing education credit? So this is actually probably a three-pronged question here. And so you can definitely become a nursing continuing education provider yourself, establish yourself or your business or your organization as a nursing continuing education provider. There are state level approvals. There's also national accreditation processes that are available for anybody who's interested in that. So becoming a provider is one way to add nursing CE credit to your course. If you're not sure if the provider way, taking that path and leap into nursing CE providership is right for you, you can also work with an approved nursing continuing education provider like me, and we can help you add CE credit to any course that you have, as long as it meets the definition of nursing continuing education, and we have all of the course prepared in the appropriate way. Okay, so there's more than one way to do it. And those are a couple of ways. But before you're able to issue any certificates of completion for nursing continuing education, you either need to be established as a nursing continuing education provider yourself, or be working with a nursing continuing education provider. Okay. Lastly, how do you take your courses online? So, and this is the space that I love to be in, because with the internet, we can truly reach so many people. And I love that nurses can learn on demand. They can choose just-in-time learning when they're needing some quick education on the job. There's so many different ways that we can access this. So the most important piece of taking your courses online is, you need to figure out, how are you going to put your content out there? Are you going to record video content? Are you going to, record your voice over a PowerPoint presentation or do live video? How do you see that happening? So you need to decide on your delivery. The one thing, we can definitely have just words on a page and written content. That is not the most engaging way to deliver your content. Okay, so I typically do not do that. I do a lot of video content, and I do my voice recorded over PowerPoint slide deck, those kind of things, to just make it flow in a medium that people enjoy. Okay, if you don't know it, 82% of all internet traffic is video viewing. Okay, that's why people come on the internet. So I encourage you to consider, how are you going to put your course out there? The next thing you need, though, is a website. So you're going to need a website that is good for online courses. And more than that, you're going to want to be sure that that platform can support you in a couple of different ways. Okay, I have a nursing continuing education business online, and important features for me in the right platform are these. I want to know that, of course, this platform is secure for my courses. I want to know that my participants can register. And when they register for my programs, it allows me to track their attendance, their participation all the way through the process of attending the course, participating in it, taking the post-test, as well as completing the evaluation and getting their certificates, right? I want to be able to follow that entire process. I also want to be able to track the number of continuing education credits that have been awarded per level of nursing licensure for each of the courses that I put out there. That's important for me to know. And lastly, probably most important though, I want to know that the online platform that I've chosen can auto-generate nursing continuing education certificates by itself. I want to be able to have that look and feel of, a big nursing CE player, even though I'm an individual nurse entrepreneur, but I want the functionality that includes when my participants have finished taking their course, they've done the evaluation, they've done the post-test, that the certificate will automatically generate and they can print it for their records in real time. So those are things that are important for me, and those are solutions that I have found. And, it's really very simple to do once you decide that it's what you're going to do. And, there are many platforms to choose from, but I just encourage you to keep in mind, what are the features that you're going to want to have available to you at the end of the day? That's most important in choosing your website platform, okay? And honestly, before I got started, I didn't even know what I needed. So a lot of my learning has been trial and error, but now I've got it pretty nailed down to exactly what I want and need. I hope this has been helpful for you today. And I want to invite you. We are having the very first Create a Nursing CE course workshop of 2024 at the end of March. At the end of March, it's going to start on March 25th, 2024. And this is where we're going to do a 5-day deep dive into what does it take to create and develop your very own nursing continuing education course. And how can you create a course that's engaging, that's going to allow you to share something you're passionate about in nursing with other nurses. And we're going to walk through all of those steps together. So by the time we finish, we're going to start on Monday. You won't have anything but maybe a concept of a course in your mind. And when we finish up on Friday, you're going to have a fully developed nursing continuing education course with all of the moving parts. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the link below this video. Super inexpensive. Check it out, register. It's going to be 5 contact hours of nursing CE credit, just $47. And I look forward to seeing you in class. Have a great day. Bye.